The Marvel Cinematic Universe is about to take a dark and thrilling turn with the highly anticipated release of Thunderbolts. Picture this: a team of rogues, misfits and anti-heroes brought together not for justice, but for a much darker purpose. It's Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad, and it's every bit as chaotic and explosive as you'd expect. Since the release of Black Widow back in 2021, Marvel has been quietly building towards this moment. We met Yelena Belova, the deadly assassin played by Florence Pugh, who quickly became a fan favourite. Now she's back, and this time she's leading the charge, joined by none other than Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan, the Red Guardian, David Harbour, Taskmaster, Olga Kurilenko, and a handful of other unlikely allies. These aren't your typical heroes. In fact, they're villains, mercenaries, and outcasts. Exactly the kind of people you wouldn't trust to save the world. And that's what makes it so thrilling. From the jump, Thunderbolts has had its fair share of challenges, much like the characters it centres on. The project has been teased since the Disney Plus series The Falcon and The Winter Soldier, but with box office disappointments like Quantumania and The Marvels, along with production delays due to the Hollywood strike, the journey hasn't been smooth. Originally slated for release in 2023, the film will now land much later, and it's expected to close out Phase 5 of the MCU, taking fans on a final wild ride. What's special about Thunderbolts? First, it's directed by Jake Schreier, Beef, and produced by Marvel's own mastermind, Kevin Feige. If that doesn't excite you, wait until you hear about the cast. Florence Pugh, once again, steals the show as Yelena, and according to her co-stars, she's absolutely magnetic in this role. David Harbour even admitted to having a soft spot for her, calling her performance electric. Joining them are heavy hitters like Wyatt Russell as John Walker, Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, and that's just scratching the surface. The film's vibe, think Dirty Dozen, but with superpowers. These villains are not coming together because they want to, but because they have to. They're being sent on government missions, and as you'd expect, things get messy. They're not superheroes, they're not trying to save the day, they're just trying to survive. That's the fun of it. And of course it wouldn't be Marvel without some heavy, emotional moments thrown into the mix. Bucky Barnes, as Sebastian Stan has teased, is a man walking into chaos. He's tasked with finding unity among a group of people who couldn't be more different or more dangerous. The official teaser that dropped earlier this week gives us a glimpse of what's to come. Set to the eerie tones of the Pixies' Where Is My Mind, the trailer teases conspiracy, betrayal, and epic baddie-on-baddie action. Marvel fans have already begun drawing comparisons to the Suicide Squad, and with good reason, but there's something undeniably fresh about the way Thunderbolts is shaping up. It's dark, it's funny, and it's absolutely packed with edge-of-your-seat action. But don't think for a second this film is all about explosions and fistfights. There's a depth to Thunderbolts that resonates through the cast's performances. According to Stan, Bucky is more than just the Winter Soldier in this one. He's a man trying to find purpose amidst chaos. It's a theme that plays out across the entire team. These characters who've spent their lives on the wrong side of the law must now come together for a common goal, whether they like it or not. The Thunderbolts story is about finding a sliver of hope and redemption in the most unlikely of places. This ragtag group of misfits might not be what the world wants, but they just might be what the world needs. And as we look forward to the final chapter of Phase 5, fans are in for a thrilling, unpredictable ride. So get ready, Marvel fans. Thunderbolts is coming, and it's bringing the chaos with it. Will this unlikely team of anti-heroes succeed? Or will they tear each other apart before they even get a chance to save the world? One thing's for sure, with Florence Pugh and Sebastian Stan at the helm, we're all in for a wild, unforgettable journey into the darker side of the MCU.